Hello and welcome, I'm Chris and this is the hair tutorial channel, and on this week's video I'm going to be doing a short haired balayage. Now I think people forget that balayage is a very versatile technique that can be used on both long and short hair. So today I'm going to be doing it on a graduated bob. I'll be showing you a quick and simple way of doing it, as well as, if you're interested, there is a free guide that goes along with this down in the description below that will tell you all you need to know about different types of balayage, whether it's on short hair or long hair. So simply head to the description and follow the link. And please remember, this channel is not sponsored, it relies on your support. So like, subscribe and hit the notification buttons for weekly videos on everything hairdressing. Let's get to it. Okay, so we've started by taking out our top section. So I've taken out a horseshoe section from the temple round to the back, and it does go into a slight point at the back. Now obviously the complication with short hair is that we don't want to end up with striping in the back, so this is why we've taken this section in this particular way. So this section isn't going to be coloured. This section on the crown will overlay it, will give definition and the balayage effect. So we'll start on our side. So our first section is going to be a steep back diagonal section just to behind the ear. Hold your section at about medium elevation and tight, and over direct it back. Decide on how high you want the lightener to be and start about 2 inches below that point. Lay your brush flat so that this avoids you getting any strong lines. And then gradually work your lightener up to the point you want it to be. Remember, at this point we're not oversaturating the hair. Work your way down towards the ends, applying more colour and more saturation. So for our second section, once again we're taking a back diagonal about 1/2 inch above our previous one, and again in a long back diagonal pattern. Once again, elevate your section and lightly lay the lightener on with a higher focus around the front of the face. Again, you could always put some baby lights around the face if you wanted to add a more softened effect. Okay, so for our third section, we're not going to go as steep on our third section. We're going to come a little bit more horizontal, still diagonal, but not as steep. And this is going to start to fill in this central piece. We'll still keep high towards the front hairline so that it gives a natural sun-kissed look and the hair is coming back. And again, to a medium elevation, starting about 2 inches below where you want your highest point, and layer your way up. Now, as I said, this is not the only way. There are lots of ways to do balayage, and also depending on the picture your client shows you, their hair type, the colour they use, everything else will depend on the type of balayage that you do. And you may combine 2 or 3 techniques together, which is why the booklet down below in the description is going to be really handy to help you. And again, notice how the saturation towards the front face is of heavier saturation to the rest, and it comes back into a half V, again forming more dimension and face framing, softer and more sun-kissed towards the back. So for our fourth and final section, obviously you can see that we've come horizontal, and once again slight elevation, holding the section tight. Start a couple of inches below where you want to, heavier at the front and down into a lighter, less saturated towards the back to give you more of a natural sun-kissed look. Layering up the product as you need it. And now simply repeat the process on the opposite side. You can leave this or you can cover it with wrap to keep some of the heat in. Remember, again, putting this in foil or covering it with wrap will help with the levels of lift that you achieve. Leaving it open to the air means you won't get as much heat and you won't achieve as much lift in most circumstances. Okay, so now we've completed both sides. I've come back to a center parting and we're going to take a steep diagonal back section at the front, about 1/2 inch away from the hairline. Once again, we're going to elevate our section, but this time a little higher than we have on previous occasions. And again, go in about 2 inches below where we actually want and start to build up. And again, focusing the main liner towards the front of the face. On the top sections, elevate them a tiny bit higher than you did on the underneath sides. But again, concentrate the focus of your colour or saturation towards the front of the hair, getting less towards the back of the section to give a more sun-kissed natural effect to the balayage. So now, once again, come back to your central parting, and again we're going to take from the central parting a slight back diagonal. Elevate your section, over directing back towards the ear. Again, the focus is on the front, around the face, building the lightener up with soft strokes in that slanted V to give you the sun-kissed natural look. Now repeat this process on the other side. Once you've completed both sides, you'll now have a triangular section left. You're going to take this section and hold it to a low elevation and paint in a very low light V. This is going to help the back blend into the front, but still give it that sun-kissed natural look. So obviously now we've just got to let it process and then tone it and show you the finished result. So if you want to see that, head over to my Instagram page, Munty121, and the results will be there for you to check out, and leave any comments either in the box below or over on Instagram. But don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification button for more videos.